every time we try to make it a little bit better, a little nicer. We increase the fonts, we give you better angles. So hopefully there's no echo, right? There's just this, correct? Hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna go check on YouTube or something. Let's bring you up here. Hi, good evening, hello, welcome to the show. I'm gonna give us some more lighting over here. Yes, I have a nice jacket. I made this myself. It looked like a fuzzy, like kind of 3D from that angle, right? I've been working on it. I told you I've been working on a few things this day. I got you. I got you. All right. Let's have some more lights in here, shall we? Lights, mic, camera. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. And there was light. Okay. Powerful. Let us begin. Let me see. I'm going to now. Let's check on my channel. Let's see if we are live. It shows that we are live. The volume is working. Quality is good. Okay, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Today's temperature, what am I saying? Today's temperature. I'm already jumping ahead. Hey, yeah, make her calm down. Let me say hello first in the chat and the comments. So this was from the previous, as you can see over here, you can see from the previous time we had uh, a test of this, right? We wanted to start it up and see if it was working, and we did, and it showed everything. And this was the leftover comment from there. So let me go ahead and say hello again. All right, let's go ahead and post that. So you guys, you can follow me on my two YouTube channels. I have Eddie for Short, Eddie for Short Studios. Also, my Twitch channel is Eddie for Short as well. So you guys can follow me on all those nice places. Come say hi. It's always a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. Allow me to properly introduce myself now. It's your boy, Prince, Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atede, Anyamuna Waroha, one of our Bugobe. Your friends, my friends, they call me Eddie for Short. Thank you so much for joining me on the other side of the listening wave. Today, we are going to be talking about temperature. All right. Let me type temperature. Put that in comment section. All right, there we go. Comment section, temperature. That's today's topic. All right. What do you know about temperature? What excites you about temperature? What do you hear about temperature? What is it that temperature does for you that you know? Have you heard of ways to measure temperature? Have you heard of ways that temperature affects you? And things like that. What does temperature do, good or bad, that you know? And how high of a temperature scale do you know? Last episode, I think we talked about the Kelvin scale. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll probably leave something up here in the description or something after I edit it. Okay, or check in the comment section. I'll post something there for the last episode, so you guys can go and check it out. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Let's begin this show, shall we? Let me begin by presenting my screen. Share screen. Yeah. Share this one. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, you guys can see my screen. Let me try to connect to my phone. Procedure is probably using it upstairs. All right, and from here we'll be able to probably go. Oh, probably can't go live, can I, on Instagram, but I can check in on it. So CJ is using this right now. Let me check. Let's see. So we are live on YouTube. I can see it over here. So this is the episode. It's working perfectly. So over here, let me not have this mirror effect going. Now it's probably kind of tricky. Oh, I did not go live on Instagram. Who is me? I apologize, guys. Welcome for those that are just joining us on Instagram. We are live on Eddie4_short. If you guys want to leave your comments, I'll be taking comments over there. Hello. Okay. Welcome to the show. All right. I mistakenly turned off the live on my other channel, so I will only be able to go live for this on today. Next episode, I'll bring it back. Okay, we got that going. How about Facebook? Are we live on Facebook as well? It should be live on Facebook. Perfect. We are live on Facebook. Second, it's working perfectly. Let me say greetings and salutations. All right, greeting. Oh, it's called salutations wrong. Can I edit it, please? Salutations. There we go. All right, perfect. Greetings and salutations. Come on, say hi. You leave your comments and things like that. Okay. So perfect. So let's go. Let's get the episode started. Welcome to the show. All right. So we got this one going over here. Let's see what else can I add from here. We can have comments on WhatsApp. Mm, it's not working right now. Okay, no problemo. Let's see. So what you're seeing right now is I'm able to connect to my phone from my laptop. That's a very cool thing that Apple has recently, and it's really nice. I like it very much. But then it makes me think, what do I want to use my phone for in this kind of situation, right? So let's see. I have Freeform. Where is it? I just saw it just now. There it is. Right. So I have this program on my phone. Let me bring this to the center of the screen, perhaps. I will minimize this for now. And this too. We'll continue on temperature. I'm going to put an insignia here and put something. So the name of this episode is temperature. All right. Hot or cold is asking. All right. I want you guys to come on the show. Come ask me about temperature. Let's talk about temperature. Let's see what it is that you know about temperature, and that will make us have a great day. All right. Perfect. Let's say done on that. So let's start up. I'm gonna add a picture. Why not? I shouldn't have done that. All right. Let's add that. Done. Okay. Perfect. All right. So temperature, hot or cold. I've been experimenting on temperature to know about how heat affects organisms and how heat affects people. Temperature affects you. What does cold and hot happen? Right now, outside we have snow. We've been snowing for maybe no, it's not been snowing. It's like been cold for about maybe 2 weeks. And I need water. My mouth is very dry. Can you guys give me a minute? I'll be right back. Mhm. Perfect. I got water and I'm good to go. All right. So I'm not sponsored by Kirkland or anything, but thank you for making good water sometimes. All right. So temperature is what we're going to be talking about today. Let's see if our guests can join us. We got the streaming studio. Let's see how we're doing. Welcome to the show, everybody. Instagram. We're live on Instagram, right? Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Yep. Good. Let me see if I can come and send the information to people so that they can join. Let's see if we can share this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What's going on? Where did he go? I don't know what I did. I may have messed up my life. Let's restart it. Okay, so we are still on and everything is fine. All right, perfect. Facebook, still working. All right. All right, we got all of that working. Okay, so we are good on all destination. StreamYard is good. Destination, temperature, my inbox. All right, perfect. Everything looks good so far. So if you guys want to learn more about how to navigate things like this, I'll be making a masterclass very soon. I want you guys to join me. With getting into the in-depth way of how things work, computer-wise, IT-wise, cybersecurity-wise, and all those things. Okay, let me know. All right, perfect. Let's begin. We talked about temperature all the way to absolute zero to the last episode, right? I want us to now hint on the other side of the spectrum on this episode, on things that I've learned about recently and things I've learned about in the past. And then I'll tell you about the middle ground, lukewarm, and hopefully by then our guests will be joining us. Okay? All right, guys. So welcome to the show. As I like to say, let me reintroduce myself. It's your boy. If you're just joining us, it's your boy Prince Dr. Kwemeka Erugatede Anyamuna Waro Hawano Fafugu. Your friends, my friends, they call me Eddie for short. It's a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. Welcome to the show, Flight on the Wall. As you can see, I made this myself, and it's like a Flight on the Wall podcast. My YouTube name is Eddie for short. Spotify is Eddie for short. You can find it also on. Let me switch to this camera real quick and show you guys something. Stop sharing. Okay. Give it a bigger view. Boom. All right. If you guys look over here, you can see Eddie for Short Studios on Instagram. Eddie for Short _ Studios on Instagram. Eddie for Short. Eddie for _ short, and then Eddie for short _ podcast. You can get it on Twitch as well for Eddie for short, and then Emeka Edward Atta for Facebook, Amy Atta for Snapchat. If you guys want to follow me on all those social media links and everything, okay? Hopefully my guests are getting their messages. I'm not with my other phone today, but what I am with is my other notepad, which I can put information into. All right, perfect. Let's begin this episode, shall we? All right. This is not a pen. Let's look for a pen. This one, right? All right. Name of the episode is Temperature. All right. Let's have that out over there. We're going to talk about it in a bit. Temperature. What do you understand as temperature? Have you been scalded by a hot burning stove, or hot coffee spilled on you, or you stepped on a hot coal plate, or you like to run across charcoal, or maybe an exhaust pipe of a motorcycle burnt your leg, like in my case, right? Okay, so what do you understand as hot temperature? So we talked about absolute zero the other episode, and we're going to try to do the extreme hot on this episode, okay? In this episode, we're going to try to see what is temperature, how high can temperature go? So we've talked about the kind of temperature that's in our own experience, like in our day-to-day experience, where we experience, oh, maybe it was too hot and then like it didn't burnt you, or like you picked up something from the back of the shelf in the oven, and like the tip of the oven burnt your hand and you like retracted, right? Those are hot temperatures that we can experience for split second, right? And the temperature can go as high as, okay, let's say, what's the temperature of the oven if you were trying to steal a piece of meat from when your mom was like roasting some meat back in time? We know our people, but if you go and try to take a piece of meat and then it scalds you, how hot was that temperature? Was it the temperature of the burning gas, or was it the temperature of the steel, or was it the radiant temperature that your body could experience, or was it the temperature that your nerves could pick up before they paralyzed and couldn't send information anymore? How much could you feel in the highest of temperatures, right? So let's see. The people we know about the Iceman. He can survive, really deep temperatures in the ocean, or they go for dives, or when he goes in the Arctic, he can swim around in ice lakes, basically, you know, or he goes to rest after a workout inside a bathtub full of ice, or something like Joe Rogan does as well. People do these things. It's amazing to me sometimes when I say like, oh my God, your temperature, your body, your nerves can tolerate cold and descending cold gradually, right? But can it tolerate ascending cold? Yes. You can have hot spilling coffee poured on you, right? That's about how hot is coffee? Let's see. What's the temperature of coffee? Let me share my screen so that you guys can see. Share screen. Entire screen. I need to find a shortcut to share my screen. Okay, let me see. If you guys know the shortcut for sharing screen, let me know, okay, please. What I was looking for is the temperature of regular coffee, right? What in the world? I have to fix this. What is going on in my laptop? It just types random thing. All right. The ideal brewing temperature for regular coffee is in between 195 degrees Fahrenheit and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 90 degrees C and 96 degrees C. That is almost close to boiling temperature of water. Boiling temperature of water, as we know, is 100 degrees C. So, what is the boiling temperature of water in Fahrenheit? Temperature of boiling water is 100 degrees centigrade or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. People, boil water, and I'm very sure you've spilled water sometime. If you are, clumsy like I am, please don't do it. You spill water on your hand before, and it's like, ouch, it's very painful. And maybe probably before your nerves died over there, you felt 100 degrees C, right? So people have had that temperature. Now let's go a little bit higher that people can feel, right? Temperature of you guys have pressure pot cookers, right, in your house, and the temperature in that can go higher because you keep the water from going into gaseous state by increasing the pressure, right? Holding that pressure there so it doesn't expand into gas as it's boiling. So the temperature of the water can actually go higher than 100 degrees C. And what do we see here? 121 degrees centigrade or 250 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So remember, in the last one we saw 212 degrees Fahrenheit was the temperature of boiling water, and 100 degrees C was the temperature in centigrade, right? And what was the ideal temperature for coffee? 90. So we have 90 that we can feel when, you're taking coffee from McDonald's and it spills on you. Oh my God. People can have sued for that before in the past, right? 90 degrees C. Scalding water, you are transferring hot kettle to a pot you want to pour it inside the bathtub, right? Or you're drawing a bath and you pour it and it pours on your hand. Out 100 degrees C. That's very hot. 212 degrees C for boiling water, then 121 degrees centigrade for scalding pressure pot cooker. People have gotten that by when they mistakenly release the pressure too fast and the pot explodes, and then the content just, because what happens is like it's just water violently going into gaseous form, from liquid form to gaseous form, because the pressure has been released, and because the atmospheric pressure flows in so quickly, it feels that, and the water is able to roil up and disperse in the gas, and that gas will pull with it because of van der Waals forces and how water is very cohesive to itself. it will pull droplets of water at a time. And those droplets of water are, of course, at that scalding hot temperature, they heat, they spread, and splash is what it causes that causes burns in very, very bad areas. Of course, you get like groin, legs, knees, shins. And those places are hard to heal sometimes, right? Okay. So that is the temperature that people have achieved in their regular lives, right? Now let's go even hotter. This is baby numbers. Temperature can get very, very hot. Okay. Let's go to lava. How hot is lava? I know we are skipping a lot of temperature. We are skipping like all the Bunsen burners. We are skipping all the gas blow torches. We are skipping flamethrowers. We are skipping acetate. Maybe not. That's why let's start with lava first. Okay, lava. Okay, temperature in lava 700 degrees centigrade. 700 people. You know how hot that is? It's hot enough to melt rock. Because that's what rock lava is. Lava is basically molten rock. What was it? The term lava is also used for solidified rock formed by the cooling of molten lava flow. Temperatures of molten lava range from 700 to 1200 degrees centigrade or Celsius, 1300 to 2200 Fahrenheit degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature of lava typically ranges in this depending on the chemical composition, with hotter lava being more fluid and cooler lava being more viscous or thick. It will be moving like honey, right? Perfect. Thank you, Google, for all this explanation. Please stop making it slow for me sometimes. Let's see, check on the comments. Let's make sure everybody's good. All right. I don't even know if this light is working. It's very weird. Greetings. Did I even say anything last time? Okay. Let's see. Let's pin that comment, shall we? This Instagram might be the bane of my existence right now. All right. Instagram is fine. Facebook, you guys good. Okay. That one's working very good. Uh, and YouTube. Okay. Great. So far, so good. No comments yet. My guests have not received their information yet. Hold on. The babe said I should send him a link. Also, okay, let's go on Twitter real quick. Wrong one. I need a, all right, we're in. Let me get some messages. Let's see real quick. Yeah, 'cause I don't know what I even just forwarded to her right now. Sorry. I mean, what is going on? I need the invite link. All right. Boom. All right. Everything is good. I've sent to the people that I wanted to be sent to. Hold on. There's still another live I need to hop on. Not the live, but email this. What in the world? All right. Let's do this for Instagram.com. Instagram.com. Alright, logging in. Save password. Yes. Alright. We're in. Let's see if the stuff is even live. Go home. So it is live. Okay, so it's working. I just wanted to be sure it's working. Perfect. And SpaceX is SpaceX. Alright, so temperature. So okay, this is actually a good segue to that one. So give me one second. Right here. Right? Before we get to lava, we get to the temperatures that SpaceX is using. Or does it go higher than that? I don't know. Temperatures with space travel. Okay, let me see. Where is that? All right. Oh, so we are still below it. Okay, perfect. So we're getting there. See how high we're going to go. I just want to show you how far we can go today, and maybe we can even reach the level of blazars or even quasars. But that's far high ahead. All right. So let us begin again. We were talking about temperature. We've spoken about lava. So we reached to lava state. All right. Let's go ahead and post that. So on Twitch, there's one other thing that I am not on live right now. Let's check on it. Let's see what Twitch is doing. Okay, Twitch is doing good. And emojis can be disabled. I'm certain. Are they on emotes? Right, hello. Okay. Hello. Username join Twitch. Am I not? Oh, I'm not logged in. That's why. Okay. Let's go ahead and log in. Log in. Send SMS code. What is the SMS code? Okay. All right. Perfect. So we're logged in. This is good. Lava temperature is good. Let's say hello on Twitch. Hello, Twitch people. Come say hi. I have 7 followers on Twitch. Wow, we're growing, people. Please, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, this is going great so far. We've reached 7 people on Twitch. Let's see how many people there. Well, 196 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. On Instagram, I don't know. I can't check it right now. Maybe on this one I can check. How many are we here? This was sweet. So if you guys want to check out my stories, like my Instagram is always lit, and I always have lots and lots and lots of videos to watch. Okay, so you guys will have a fun day if you guys follow my Instagram. Let's see. Let me go to messages. Turn on notifications. So everybody's fine. All right, let's allow. Let's post the links. Oh, people are commenting on the thing I posted. Is he okay now? Yes, thank you for asking. So my dad, they are commenting on the thing I posted yesterday. My dad was rushed to the emergency room the night before. No, it's actually the morning of yesterday. He was rushed there by the ambulance. Those guys are amazing. They arrived within like 10 minutes. Like they were like outside the door, just waiting outside the road. They pulled up, and that was fun. Fun as fun could be. But he pulled through. He was having shortness of breath, and he got medical treatment. And those guys are awesome. Give him everything he needed. Insurance is working, so America just works like beauty. It's amazing sometimes. But yeah, he's doing great now, and I'm glad that worked out how I did. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to pull this in, remove it from sharing mode. All right. So hopefully you guys are getting this view. If you guys like what you're seeing, let me know, okay? Because it kind of lets me know that I'm doing a good job or not, okay? So if you guys like it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget. Okay, you're supposed to give me a thumbs up here somewhere. You didn't do it. How about now? There we go. Heart. Give us a like and subscribe if you guys see that, okay? Okay, let me see. So we are sharing our screen. Yes, so you guys can see me from there. That's perfect. Okay, you can see me from here. That's perfect. Thank you so much all for joining me. I really appreciate you for joining me. So we have reached the level of lava, right? We're talking about lava state. And we said lava is hot. And what was the temperature of lava we got to? Lava was at temperature of lava. Okay, so we got to the temperature of lava. Temperature of lava can range from 1,300 to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So 700 degrees C and 200 degrees C. Like you can do that. I don't know what this 7,001 is. The temperature of lava depends on its composition and its lava type. And that's what we talked about, right? Now, and I said that I wanted to check on rocket engine because I kind of wanted to reach there and kind of show you guys what happened like last week, a feat of engineering, and the temperatures it took that humanity had to control both cold and hot at the same time and achieve that thing. So I'm going to put it on the main projector and I'll show you guys. But for now, I want to show you how hot we can, the things that we physically interact with, how hot it can technically get. And maybe at the end of this episode, we'll hint on how hot things could get at the hottest of states. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and say lava 1,300 degrees. Okay, we got that going. Let me see, where is my StreamYard? Let me go ahead and represent my screen. Share. All right, so sharing my screen right now. You guys can see, voila. Okay, you guys are seeing everything on my screen. It's a good thing I don't have any weird pictures. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, make sure you like and subscribe. I always have to remind you, I don't want to be doing it. I wish something can just pop up every now and then and just like pass on the back here. Remember to like and subscribe. Wait, maybe I could do that. Give me a second. Let me see. Could I just make it? Hi. I'll be like greetings and salutations. Remember to like and subscribe. Add. Look at that. Okay. So I don't have to reminding people every time. Greetings and salutations. Remember to like and subscribe. They had this picture somewhere. Maybe and then later this one can like scroll below it. Okay. I like it. I like it very much. This is great. This is dope. Okay. Let me see. And I could display my name if I wanted to, right? I don't know why it's not showing up here, but yeah, for now, that's fine. That's fine right now. Previous suggestion, remember to like and subscribe. Perfect. So that helps us to keep pushing forward and it tells us that we're doing something good. Okay, guys? Go on the YouTube page and hit the like or on Instagram or something, okay? Thank you. And if you do, I'll see it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and liking and subscribe. Let's continue. Lava. Yes. Now let's see what is hotter than lava that we can interact with. How about those people that work with iron? Yes. Iron smelters. Okay, that is even lower. It's not even that high. Okay. Iron smelting is not that high. Okay, how high can highest temperatures of mankind? How about that? Oh no, this is like body temperature. That's what I'm talking about. Mankind's invention. All right. So, oh wow. So the hottest temperatures that humans created is 250,000 times hotter than the sun right here on Earth. I knew that, but did you guys know that? Brookhaven National Laboratory Particle Accelerator has set the world record for a man made temperature at 7.2 trillion degrees Fahrenheit. How much is that in Celsius? Does it even matter? Let's convert that. Let's convert that to Celsius. Just for giggles, right? Just for giggles. Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Uh, okay, let's count. One, two, three. That's a million. Four. It's a billion. 39 trillion. 999 billion. 999,999,982.2 degrees. The point two is important because if you miss the point two, the whole world could change. And that's actually a thing that happens in high temperatures and things like that. There's a constant that goes around the world. I think it's like a alpha or something constant that if the range of that was lower, molecules won't form. And if the range of that was high, molecules will form too densely and it won't be able to expand. And it's like a very, very tight thing. It's like a G principle. I'm blanking on it right now, but I'll get back to you on that. But like the temperatures that are very important and they have to like maintain a certain state. So that's why that point two is there. Hey, thanks for the like, Junior. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead to see what we were talking about, right? We kind of skipped ahead a bit, right? Because we were talking about lava and then we went all the way to the highest temperature that human beings have created. So that means that human beings can walk between, almost absolute cold because we created a Bose-Einstein condensate that kind of involves us going close to the absolute zero, right? We've not gotten to absolute zero yet because absolute zero is kind of a state that is fundamentally unstable. So we can maintain it for a bit, but then if you try to use it to do anything, it breaks down and becomes, decoherent, if this, as they say. But we can get close to absolute zero. We know what the absolute zero exists. We can probably get as close to it as maybe, I think, what was the closest we got to absolute zero? Okay, so according to the current scientific knowledge, the closest humans have gotten to absolute zero is about 38 trillionths of a degree Celsius above zero, above absolute zero, achieved in a lab by cooling atoms to a temperature of 38 picokelvins, 38 times 10 raised to the power of minus 12 Kelvin. That means they are so close to it, right? But they are not at absolute zero. But the range is so small. 38 trillionth of a degree, 38 trillionth of a degree Celsius above absolute zero. That is mad. So on this scale, we went with 7 point. What did we get it at? Hold on. Oh no, I missed. I should have kept that going. No, that was about 7.8 or 7.2 trillion degrees, right? That we got about 250 here on Earth, and then we've also gotten 38 trillionth of a degree on the other range on the cold scale, right? That is wild. I didn't know that. This is news to me. Okay, so we've gotten to how close to absolute hot are we? If there's that thing. According to okay, this is one thing. Okay, so according to current physics, the closest we've gotten to absolute hot, because there's absolute cold, right, is through particle collision. So how do they achieve this? I think I can explain this one with perfect prop. So in the CERN laboratory, right, they are the Large Hadron Collider, right? That's where we're talking about. Is in Geneva, Switzerland, and it's in between like 3 countries or so. The size of the diameter of the particle accelerator is 27 kilometers. I think about four, yeah, 27 kilometers or so. And it circles, they send electrons, like they shoot electrons one at a time or maybe many at a time, and they go through this particle accelerator. Yeah, particle accelerators are pretty much just magnets in a ring. And when you put a magnet, you know how you can put two magnets together and they like push each other? So that same effect, because electrons are naturally negative, right? And the magnets can just induce a negative force on that and accelerate those particles around the particle accelerator, right? So as it's going, whizzing, they keep accelerating, and we've gotten very close to the speed of light. I think about 99%. When these things are going almost at the speed of light, what happens is that they now collide them, which is like, that's wild. It's like people playing Dodge cars. Where's my toys? If I get my toys nearby, my props, where they play Dodge car and they like carry two cars and like, basically that's what they're doing. And they clash these two massive, like, what I call it, they're massive generators of like energy, and they clash and they explode. I don't know if you see the explosion behind me. Something like that, they explode violently. It's like, and they leave all the sparkle death. Anyways, the temperature that those explosion, like at the point of when they meet and they explode, the temperature we've gotten to, if you put a thermometer there, because they have, is creating temperatures in the trillions of degrees Kelvin. So we've done 38 trillion degrees up near absolute zero, and we've gotten up to trillions of degrees Kelvins, which is still vastly below the theoretical absolute hot, which makes sense because there are things that can get hotter, but we cannot create it, right? I'll explain it to you in a sec. Known as Planck temperature. Estimated to be around 1.417 times 10 raised to the power 32 Kelvin. So that is 10 with 32 zeros behind it. That is insane. Essentially, we are nowhere near achieving this absolute hot temperature in practical terms. Which makes sense because what was our own at? It is 1.4 times 17. So 1.417 times 10 raised to the power of 32. That is 10 with the 32 zeros behind it. Which one did we get to here? No, before this. What is our own temperature? I want to know the temperature that we got to. So we've created trillions of degrees. Okay, no, that was that 7.2 trillion degrees. Yeah, I remember now. 7.2 trillion degrees. We already checked that. You can like scroll back and see when we touched on how hot our humanity made 250,000 times as hot as the sun. So now, because of something that we always interact with, let's talk about what you and I can just walk outside and interact with right now. Even though it's cold outside, the sun is up. So how hot is the sun? That's a good question. Let me check on the channel real quick, make sure that we're getting everybody's comments. Yep. So let me turn the banner off real quick. This one doesn't need to scroll. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put in the comments surface of the sun. Okay, so that's this part of the stuff. Bring that up. Surface of the sun. All right, we got people watching us on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. We are still live. We're still live. It's fine. This I'm gonna turn this live off. There's something wrong with it. All right, end stream. That's fine. Okay, that's working so far. So good. Waiting for them to. Yes, he is. Thank you kindly for asking. How are you? Alright, so it's in the morning. Fine. Okay, really awesome. Alright, so that's working so far. Put down minimized. Alright, I think I minimized that. So let it go. Alright, guys, so we are making good timing. Where did we stop at? Where's my stuff? Alright, so we said that we could get as close to 250 times the surface of the sun. So let's find out how hot the surface of the sun is. Okay, how hot is the sun? I saw you. Hey, hi, sir. I'm good. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I wish you could join us on the podcast. Let me go ahead and send her a link if she will join. Dun, 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 dun. Copy. Where did it go? Doing mighty fine. I'm live right now. Send that to her. Please come and join me if you are available. I should have minimized that. I keep doing that. All right. So you guys are seeing everything that I'm doing. All right, perfect. We got here. We're still live over here. So Sarah, join me live if you want to talk to me. I'm live right now. I can't talk right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could. No, it's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Join me on the live. That's okay. All right. Perfect. Surface of the sun. Let's see. Let's see how hot the surface of the sun is. Right. Here we go. All right. How hot is the sun? See, it understood it like I wanted to know how much the temperature is outside, right? So it says right now it's 41 degrees outside, but of course it's not, right? That's not the surface of the sun. The surface of the sun is very far away, and the sun is very far away from us because it has to be. If it was closer to us, we'll be baked. If it's farther away from us, we'll be frozen. So that's why we live in the Goldilocks zone of our own star, our M-type star. Right? Our sun is an M-type star, and it's lived for about 5 billion years already. And that 5 billion years that it has lived for, it's been burning through all its nuclear fuel, and it's probably shifting soon to the red giant phase, and that is probably in about 5 billion years to come. When it shifts to its red giant phase, it will expand to about the orbit of Earth, maybe the orbit of Venus and more. Probably to the orbit of Earth. Mars might not get as far as the orbit of Mars, but the sun will expand to the orbit of Earth, and then it will fry Earth, or maybe Earth might get flung out somehow or something. Maybe we might generate something that will push Earth away. Can just take Earth and move it over there. Yeah, that's a SpongeBob reference for those that get it. But yes, all right. So definitely, the surface of the sun is not 41 degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade, right? So or Celsius, sorry. It is. Let's find out how it is. How many degrees hot is the sun? Right. I'm very surprised how it is a very very fine number. 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature of the surface of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,600 Celsius. The temperature rises from the surface of the sun inwards towards the very hot center of the sun, where it reaches about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, 15 million degrees Celsius. Okay. That's hot. That's very hot. That's very, very hot. So the center of the sun, I saw the picture earlier, right? So, okay, let's see if we can expand this larger. No. Okay, so the sun, right? So this is the sun, the outer surface, the prominence. So the prominence, so this is 10,000 degrees. Okay, wait. So the prominence is 10,000 degrees. The corona is 1 million degrees. Whoa. The chromosphere, which is color, I guess, is 10,000 degrees. So wait, it goes cold, I mean, not, I guess, relatively cold, but cold, hot, cold again. So the middle part of the, so imagine it's like a sphere, yeah. Imagine a sphere that's been sliced in half, like soup, right? So like this is the outermost part, this almost nebulous part that you can't see, right? And that's where these guys probably reach up to, right? Because they stretch out of the sun, and this is where your coronal mass ejections come from, right? So if you hear that, oh, I'm having static, or oh, I can't, you can't, oops, you can't hear people very well, or the network is down, it's probably because there's probably a solar flare. And the solar flare is because there is a coronal mass ejection, or maybe a small plume that leaves the sun. Every now and then the sun releases mass out of it, and that mass that it releases can fly towards the planet, and sometimes it can be devastating for civilizations, you know. And maybe it might be big enough, it can smash into the planet and obliterate every life on it, or it can totally miss it and, you know, pull planet temperature, changing temperature. Or, but we're lucky. What we're lucky about is that we have a magnetosphere, and that magnetosphere is because of the core in the center of the Earth. Um, the Earth the Earth's core rolls around itself, right? So you have iron and nickel rolling around, and the movement of it generates a kind of a dynamo. And that dynamo sends out electric, or I guess magnetic, say, pulsation. Would it be pulsation? Magnetic. I don't know what word is used for it, but this magnetic dipole makes our north and our south pole, right? And that north and our south pole expand, and just like a magnet, there's a range around it where the magnetic forces start to act, right? You can hold a magnet over here, right? And you bring it close. There's a point where it just connects, right? It just space towards it and connect. So that's point where it has to reach, right? That is the, imagine that as another shell. So there's a shell, there's another shell, and then the north pole and then south pole, right? So that is coming out and going in. The dipole dies out by the one third proportionality, I think. And then like when the sun shoots out those magnetic, these coronal mass ejections, those things fly from the surface of the sun, right? Because the sun is very, very far away. It flies from the surface, and by the time it reaches here, it's probably diffused and everything. But then it interacts with our magnetosphere, and it then propagates all through our ionosphere and then down into the north and south pole. And that's why we have our northern and southern. Do we have not southern aurora? We probably have northern and southern auroras. And you see those colors in the sky. The colors you are seeing is just the excitation of particles by all these mass ejections and highly energized nucleus. They hit our atmosphere, energize it, and then they give off light. Because when you energize an electron, it jumps up an octave, or like it jumps up a shell, and then when the energy is dissipated, it comes back, and that coming back, it gives off light, and the light can come off in colors, and that's the colors you see in aurora borealis. Okay, so I know it's probably too technical and too in depth, but I just want to tell you the surface of the sun, and there's something a little bit about the prominence and what it does that we can see and understand. So the surface of the sun is hot. 10,000 degrees Kelvin is hot for us. We can't stand on it already, right? I know you've seen the advertisement that, oh, we touched the sun. the Parker Solar Probe right now is the closest thing that humanity has sent to near the sun. It's currently orbiting the sun, right? And it has this shield. As you can see the shield in front of it here. I don't know if I can get a bigger one. Yeah. So the shield here is always facing the sun. So you can see that prominence we are talking about, right? That things that you shoot off the sun from different parts of it, right? So here's another version of it over here, prominence, right? And this is what it looks like from the top. This is what it looks like on the top, right? And that shield, as you can see, the shield is always facing the sun, always facing the brightest part, right? This is the sun here, the shield is facing there, and all the communicating parts are sticking out behind it. And it has this like thermometer that comes out here and like catches things and sees, can like probe for it. So this satellite is always like looking at the sun like this, like trying to keep it's look the shield. Okay, I guess it would be like a shield like this, like trying to keep it like this, blocking it at all angles. So it was like for me, it's like blocking it from all angles, like so, right? So that the instrument don't get damaged, which is very cool. I find that very cool. All right, so you have this is the orbit it takes, right? So it launched on July 31st, 2018, and then it went whoop. So as it was launching, it interacted with the orbit. So this is the orbit of Venus. Remember we talked about the planets? Have we talked about the planets? We should talk about the planets in the next episode, or maybe I'll do it later on today. The sun is right here in the middle, right? You have the orbit of Mercury, you have the orbit of Venus, and we have the orbit of Mars. Right. Orbit of Earth, and it totally skipped Earth. And then Mars after it, right? Okay. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. No longer Pluto, because Pluto is a demoted planet. It's a dwarf planet. You should be understand. I will explain what a dwarf planet. I think I did in another episode previously what a dwarf planet is and what a planetesimals are dwarf planets, what satellites are, what asteroids are, what comets are, what planets are, and what fail or what they call them brown dwarfs are, what stars are, what large stars are, and like then we get to black holes and neutrons. No, we get to first start with start with white dwarf stars, red dwarf stars, magnetars, neutron stars. No, I think neutron stars and magnetars are kind of on the same place. Then black holes, and then we get to the supermassive black holes, and then we get to the quasars and blazars. Well, quasars and blazars are pretty much the same thing, just that quasar is like this and blazar is head on. That's just kind of different. All right, so those are like the extreme temperatures. So blazars are like the hottest of things because they're like pointed towards us, and if they were to shoot towards us, it will obliterate us. An example of that would be like Wolf Star. The Wolf Star is kind of pointed towards us. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what a quasar is. Probably something that you've never thought about, but these are the most impressive things in the universe. If you point a telescope and you look up and you see a very, very bright star, there's very, very high chance that it's probably not a quasar. But if you look out in the darkest part of the earth, of the universe, it's probably the size of a fingernail. If you hold it up and you point it on the size of a fingernail, and you get a piece of rice, and then on top of that, and then you hold there and you stare for about 12 days straight, and you collect a lot of light, what you'll be seeing are these bad boys. The brightest objects in the most distant parts of the cosmos. They are truly magnificent. They are truly hot. These ones, their temperatures can exceed. The temperature we're talking about that was super hot is made in the centers of these bad boys. And when they are pointed towards us, so that was a quasar. So this is a blazar. It's kind of pointed in towards our direction, so we can see the horizon. We can see the accretion disk. We can see the superluminous border. We can see almost the darkness that causes the black hole. And then we see this jet, electromagnetic jet that is warped and coiled because of magnetic forces, and they are light years long. So I want you to see, yes, that's whatever that is creating this jet, right? This jet crosses all of the, you see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these may be stars, and stars are light years apart. And this jet is light years long. Anyways, so this is what a black hole we think looks like. Oh no, we think we kind of have modeled it, and we've seen what a black hole looks like, and it's kind of like this. So I know you're probably looking at it like, what am I looking at? Why is this Saturn? Why does Saturn have another ring around his head? That's not Saturn. No, 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 no. That's his big, 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 bad, evil twin sister. No, we're not twin in any way, but yeah. So what you are seeing here is the accretion disk of a black hole. So if you look up in the night sky, you probably see something like this, like a very, very weirdly bright object. And like, why is this thing bright like this? Like, it's so vivid. But if you stare at its center, right, you see this object that's right here, right? It's like blasting material up, and this is the accretion disk on the side like this, and it's blasting more materials down like this, right? Remember what we were looking at, the Blazer Adventure. So you have this. So imagine it's like that, and it's shooting things that way, shooting things that way. If you were to look at its center, this is probably what you see. An accretion disk, a superluminous part, then the black hole where everything falls into, right? And then the jet shooting out of it. What is a blazar? A blazar is a feeding supermassive black hole. So they are supermassive black holes. Some of them are quiet, right? Like the ones in the center of our galaxy in the Milky Way is called Sagittarius A star. Sagittarius A star is a supermassive black hole. Yes, it's the size of, you think, they don't size it anymore. They weigh them now. So now they weigh in excess of 1 billion suns, or maybe 1 million suns, right? Our sun is big and large. It weighs 99% of our entire solar system, right? And you get that, our sun, multiplied by 1 million billion times, and then that's probably when you're getting to the height and size of what our center, the black hole at the center of our galaxy is. Now you now have what these blazars are. These ones are the ones that sit in the center of very, very large galaxies, right? And these galaxies are big, like huge. They've been eating for years and for eons, right? And then these guys, when they have their accretion disks, their supermassive black hole, sometimes they're quiet. But in blazars, they are not quiet. They are always accreting. They're always collecting material. Material is falling into them, and they are active, right? So a blazar is a feeding supermassive black hole. Feeding means it's always taking things into its crosses event horizon. And so it's SMBH for short. In the heart of a distant galaxy that produces a high energy jet viewed from a high energy jet viewed face on from Earth. Like other forms of active galactic nuclei, AGN, so active galactic nuclei, so they are called AGN, active galactic nuclei, so galactic, galaxy, active, chop chop, nuclei, center, right? So black hole at the center of a galaxy, active galactic nuclei. Blazars are the ones that are like pointed towards us, right? A high energy jet viewed face on from Earth. Okay. Blazars are the most luminous and energetic objects in the known universe. If you look at a star, one of those really bright ones, it's probably one of those, but probably not at the same time because we are too far away from most of them. But if you were to look at the darkness of space, that's when you see the really bright things. Okay, the central SMBH, that is the central supermassive black hole, okay, that drives an AGN, an active galactic nuclei, are the nucleation seeds that stimulate the formation of their host galaxy. So these things, as they are eating galaxies and chewing stuff and spitting it back out, they are the ones that make their galaxies grow. Okay, so in every center of every good has a bad, every bad has a good. Okay, while the SMBH itself grows in the process. This symbiotic relationship is an apology. So I say apology, an analogy for Blazar Venturo. For Blazar Venturo. Okay, I guess this for these people. Okay. What is a supermassive black hole? In the heart of every galaxy is a supermassive black hole, a concentration of matter so dense that not even light can escape. In the center of which our current theories of space-time break down. They range from hundreds of thousands to billions of solar masses concentrated into an object the size of our solar system. They are nucleation seeds that attract primordial gas to form new galaxies of hundreds of billions of stars and their planets whose combined mass, along with dark matter, I don't know if dark matter is still proven real, but let's say along with dark matter forms a gravitationally bound structure that so in all but the most violent cases uh, forms a gravitational bound structure that so what? It forms a gravitationally bound structure that in all but the that forms a gravitationally bound structure that in all but the most violent cases, average stars can live out their multi-billion year lifetime in relative peace. So this is the illustration of an SMBH, a supermassive black hole in the light accretion disk. So this is the accretion disk around it, showing light bending effect. So this is what I'm going to explain, right? So the light bending effect. What you're seeing here is not the top of the black hole. It's not. What you're seeing here is actually the back of this black hole. So imagine this circle going around to the back, right? You're not going to see it, right? If it's like how Saturn is, right? Imagine Saturn's disk, we only see one side of the disk, so we don't see the other side that crosses, except when it goes in a position where it does show us from the side, right? This one, because of the gravity is so dense, it's pulling everything in. It actually pulls there up like this. So imagine it's like, I'm going to turn around so you can see. So imagine there's a dot in the middle here. So let me present myself differently. All right. Boom. Okay. So what you're happening, let me get a nucleation. So this is a nucleation site, right? And it's happening, and the black hole is right there. It's pulling all time and space into it, right? It might be spinning, might not be not spinning. So the point of gravity is all the way down in this well. What happens, just like if someone removes a plug from a drain, right? And everything is being pulled like this, and everything starts being pulled. As it's being pulled, what you see is that the surface of that pool that's being pulled will start to reflect more and more what is higher and higher, because the speed is going up. It's like frame dragging. So it drags the frame into the center of this galaxy, of this black hole, and then the backside to light starts to show up on the top side. So what you're seeing here is not actually the backside. You're seeing not the top side. Sorry, you're seeing the backside of this line of this big circle here. You're seeing this part of it. And the same thing, you're seeing the top side of the ring on this side, and you're seeing the bottom side of the ring on this side. So imagine like it's a circle, right? But the thing is bending the world so much that you start seeing the top side of this one, which is very counterintuitive. Black holes are very counterintuitive, but this is our current theory of how we understand it, right? So the frame dragging is bending the top. So you're seeing lights from here is being pulled, and it's being pulled up so much that some of them escape and come to us, and we are able to see the top side of this black hole. So those are the ones that create the extreme temperatures. I know I digress too much. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to explain to you what we experience when we talk about very intense temperatures. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. This was a short 1 hour episode dive into temperature, and we went all the way to blazars. Right. We talked about blazars. Right? And now I want to bring us to the feet. Right. So we got those jets shooting like this. now that's why I wanted to show you, like, we learned from the universe, right? And we are trying to bring it back to the world, and the feat of engineering that we pulled off, not we, but SpaceX pulled off the other day, right? They were able to launch and land a rocket for the second time. So they 2 for 2, they've done it, right? That means that they know what they're doing. The engineering is fit. They use heat, cold, jet propulsion, launching, orbiting, all those things. So hot and cold played a very good part. Temperature played a very good part in launching and landing a rocket. So I'm going to try to, should I just do it here, or should I do that screen? Okay, I think I'll do that screen. I'm going to pull this guy up here. Let's stop presenting like this first of all. Stop presenting. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn this guy so that it is looking over there. Now my bed is a mess. Forgive me. All right. So I'm going to try to put up. Should I just show it? No, I don't want to get copyright. So probably this is the best way to show you guys without getting copyright. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm going to try to present on that screen. Let's see if I can add it. So what I'll do is I'll present this screen first of all. Share screen, entire screen. Yes, share. All right. So you're seeing my screen. I'm going to pull this mirror in and add Roku Express. Roku Express becomes another screen of mine. Perfect. So you guys can see from that phone, that screen. Okay, good. But it is this. You can see the mouse moving around. Okay, so we are there. We are live. All right. I'm going to pull. I'm going to first of all search for. Let me go ahead and search for SpaceX landing rockets. So if you guys have not subscribed, I would love for you guys to go subscribe, please. Yep, this is my channel, Eddie for short, EDDY number 4 SHOT. Okay, so if you guys like what you're seeing, and you want to like and subscribe, please go ahead and do that. This is a good thing. We want to hit 200 subscribers. We can make it. All right, we have 653 subscriber videos and counting. So let's keep going. You guys make this happen. All right. We do this every weekend, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. usually, sometimes even longer. Especially when guests come, we try to make it a lot more fun and we engage for a lot longer. But until guests arrive, I try to explain a few topics that we like or things that interest me or questions that people have asked. That kind of makes it a little bit more fun. So if you guys like what you're seeing, like to see more like this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me try and see what Instagram is saying. Instagram is saying. Let's try to see what Instagram is saying. It's messing up, so I'll just leave it for now. So yeah, I can check my phone from my this thing, which is one of the coolest thing I think. Yeah. I think that's one of the coolest things ever. I can make a video if I make a video? Yeah, I can make a video if I want to. It's so cool. Anyways, let's leave that down for now. Too hot, too cold. Temperature, that's right. We made it happen. An hour and a half. Maybe we can push it to an hour and a half, maybe 15 more minutes. Shout out to everybody. Check on let's check on our comments. Nobody reached out. Oh no, we did. We got somebody reach out. Akin Yemi Timila Denya. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I'm gonna copy your name and paste on the main page. Let's see. Thank you for joining. So if you guys join and would like to see your name or like have an accolade, you can type in names of people that have asked for their name to be hidden. So I'm going to type it in as this. So I'm getting some comments over there, and this is what it looks like. So they want their name hidden, so I'm gonna represent it with this. Whoops, what did I just do? Yeah, fuzzy, they're like a bunch of fuzzy, so I'm just gonna keep it. I just circulate between them. Yeah, fuzzy. So many fuzzies. You guys want to be keeping your names hidden. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Always a great thing to have you watching. People don't watch live all the time, so people will watch later. So thank you so much for also working. And if you want somebody to see something like this, learn something about temperature, make sure you share this to your friends. They might see it, they might like it, they might come and watch something. Maybe you can see other episodes that I've created. Like, let me show you, for example, right? My videos. Right, I have all types of videos, like videos of me traveling to New York, or videos of me just chilling in the house, or video of me just eating. There's so many things that I try to do a live stream and create something every other day. So you guys will see it so many. It's always full of smiles, or me just trying to find more things that can make my life a little bit more interesting. I interview people sometimes. If you guys will go out, hang out, and eat, or we just walking on the street. I grab the phone and talk with my bros, talk with my friends, we chill, make some fire, make some burns, things like that. We always try to have fun on the show. Sometimes we can go in depth, sometimes we can go out depth. We can talk about real estate, we can talk about Tesla, anything you can think about. All right. So I'm getting a call right now. That's probably a call from somebody. Let me find out who that is. Morning, you reached. Eastern time, so still works for you, right? Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern time Monday. Yes, still works for me. Okay, awesome. Just want to double check and so if you had the chance to complete the survey that we sent over. Not yet. I'm gonna do that today. Please. All right. Okay. No worries. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate you. You're welcome. It's really important though that you get it done before the goal. It actually helps the mission advisor to like tailor the session to your goals. So we without it we might have to reschedule it. We definitely want to avoid that. It may take only a few minutes, so I suggest knocking it out today or later on. Okay. All right. So thanks so much, Denny. Just a recap. So that's gonna be Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll send a quick reminder with the survey link just in case. Looking forward to seeing you. Okay. All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. You're welcome, sir. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, was this in? So I thought I muted. I left the whole thing on the whole time, didn't I? I pressed it and I pressed it again, thinking I didn't activate the first time. Why do I do this to myself sometimes? Oh well, it's cool. You guys know now. Enjoy. I'm going to space very soon. But anyways, let's continue. As you can see, these are the videos I've been getting up to, talking to people, trying to find out more things about the world, learning about science, learning about the humans, learning about individuality, learning about how we function as a complex group, as an organism on this planet Earth. Try to make our influence a little bit better, try to make our impact a little less aggressive and less, authoritative with pain and all those things. Let's try to live a better life every day, something that we can do that can make us a little better every day. That's what I think. Just my little nitpicking. All right, I got to fill that document that he spoke about. So before we do that, let's also watch this. SpaceX. All right. SpaceX catches a heavy rocket. So this is a 35 minutes long live stream. I think I should just go to SpaceX themselves. Space flight now. SpaceX.com. It's a mission. Space flight. I think this was it 3 weeks ago. Yep. So there was one that was fifth test 2 months ago. Oh, wow. And then they had the Polaris Dawn mission. Have you guys heard of the Polaris Dawn mission? If you like us to review, and we'll probably watch it. I don't know if I can. We can stream it from YouTube to watch it. I'll check. Can you stream the Polaris Dawn mission? That's actually a good question. Okay, so we can do it. All right. So I just wanted to be sure. All right. So let's watch SpaceX launch a rocket to space. Okay. I'll probably not use the volume so I don't get copyright. Why is this only 2 minutes long? I want the full version. I guess it's just 2 minutes they released. I would like to watch the whole thing, but let's watch the 2 minutes version and then we'll talk about it, okay? I don't know if I can just show the whole thing just like that, but hopefully I don't get copyright of this part because there's no volume. And I'm gonna now show you guys this screen. It's strange. Hmm. It's a refresh, I guess. Okay, I think we are back. All right, so I'm going to expand this screen. I'll put in solo layout perhaps. All right, so that's the view. I'm going to start the show again. I start it from beginning. All right, I don't know why it's not playing. That's strange. All right, there we go. All right, so what we have here, it's the launch of SpaceX sixth flight to orbit. And to test, they were launching their Super Heavy and the Starship together. That's the Super Heavy on the bottom, the Starship on top. What you have here is a rocket the size of almost or higher than the Statue of Liberty, and it's launching, and it's heavier as heavy as 200 tons almost, and they separate, and then the bottom section comes back and lands. Watch that. So this one landed in the sea. This one continued, made an orbit around the Earth, checked some tests, did some things on his body, right? And then finally came back through the atmosphere, screeching after lighting his rocket engine, right? That is it coming through the atmosphere, the plasma hitting it up as it's falling through the atmosphere, right? And look at the warping of the end of the wings as it's coming through. And this is just it coming through the atmosphere, flying through the walls, coming down. Absolutely magnificent. Comes down over the ocean, flips up, like stands straight down, shooting down, and comes to a gentle stop. And they've not released the other one yet, but I want you guys to see that SpaceX has been amazing. Completely amazing. Look at that. Landed a rocket in the ocean. Tell me who else is doing that. Wonderful, right? Absolutely magnificent. The next stop, they're going to do a flight 7. They did a flight 7. I think they're going to flight 8 very soon. Like, it's just magnificent, my guys. Like, it's absolutely magnificent. But so I found a way we can do a watch along. So what I'll do is I'll end this stream and I'll start another one that's just a watch along, and we might watch a movie or something. And I think this probably is the best way to do it. I'll probably not use this camera. I'll use the phone camera and a laptop camera, and you can have a first person view and a movie view. How does that sound for you guys? If you guys like what you're seeing and you like what you're hearing, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. That helps us know that we're doing something great. Okay. And if you guys like it, make sure to hit that notification bell so that it reminds you whenever I go live. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been me, your humble Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Ateri, and one of our Google, your friends, my friends. Call me Ed for short. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.